Hey everyone, this is Chris Warden, the CEO of SpreadEffect. We are a high quality link building and outreach vendor. And I wanted to take a moment to do a quick intro video to discuss what we're about to cover in the following post, and also why I feel like this information is so important. So the following is going to be part one of a three-part series titled The Ultimate Guide to How Your Link Building Must Change. And I feel like you may think that's a bit overdramatic at first, but I believe once you reach the end of the series, your opinion might change. And so there's been a lot of content published over the past 6 months about companies that have been penalized by Penguin updates, but I haven't seen much content published on how those updates have affected the sites that you're acquiring links from. And so we all know that the Penguin updates, they target sites with unnatural link profiles, and Google seems to be doing a pretty good job at the task at hand. But I do think there is still one type of link that Google struggles with understanding the intent of, and that is contextual links inside of blog articles. I mean, if you really think about it, it is truly a difficult link to understand the nature of when executed properly. There's a link inside an article. Maybe it's there solely for SEO purposes. Maybe the author just thought it was going to be a good resource for the piece that he was creating. And so take, for instance, if I were to write a post on Search Engine Journal and I wanted to discuss SEO analytics tools, and I chose to link out to searchmetrics.com. Well, maybe Searchmetrics is a client of ours, or maybe I just thought they were going to be a good reference for my article. And just for the record, Searchmetrics is not a client of ours, but I do know the team over there, so shout out to Searchmetrics if you guys are watching this. But going back to what we were originally talking about, it is truly hard to understand the nature of those links, right? So I don't see so much of a strategy as Google saying, oh, we're going to devalue all contextual links or all links inside of guest blog post. But what I have seen from Google, a strategy that they are employing is they're choosing to go upstream and devaluing the sites that those links are coming from. So particularly publishing sites, editorial sites, and ones that have engaged in spammy tactics. And so that's why I really wanted to create this series. Over the past 3 years at SpreadEffect, we've evaluated over 150,000 sites. And just from a daily routine of choosing what sites we want to work with, I can tell you that there's a large number of publishers that have experienced significant traffic drops following Penguin updates. And they're not always the publishers that you would expect. I mean, a lot of them are clean-looking sites that have good metrics. They have credible authors producing good content and appear to be doing nothing wrong, yet their traffic has just dropped off a cliff. And so that's really what I'm going to discuss in this blog series. You simply cannot take a site that you want to acquire a link from at face value anymore. It's all of a sudden a lot more difficult to identify bad neighborhoods, if you will. So in the first 2 posts, I'm going to discuss a comprehensive guide of how to evaluate sites post Penguin 2.0. And along the way, I'm going to use a example site that matches what I just talked about. It's a good, clean site that has great metrics, good authors, good content, appears to be doing nothing wrong. Yet lately, in 2013, its traffic has plummeted. So we're going to figure out why. And really, over these first 2 posts, the comprehensive guide is really meant to only determine whether or whether not we want to consider acquiring a link from a site. But if we truly want to understand the why behind this, we have to dive much deeper. And so that's why in the third post, I'm going to be doing a full audit on our example site to identify why truly has its traffic just dried up all of a sudden. So I hope you enjoy the following posts. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to post them in the comment section below, or you can just email me directly at chris@spreadeffect.com, and I'd be happy to talk to you there. So thanks a lot.